Let's resume. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's resume. Now, before going into the break, we were discussing that what are the reasons behind trust deficit between India and Pakistan that we have discussed. Now, we would be now discussing. See, if we discuss India and Pakistan relations, writing only about Kashmir is not sufficient. There are many issues between India and Pakistan. And one such issue that needs to be covered up between India and Pakistan is the water disputes. Clear? So, good afternoon, everyone. So, we can see that let's discuss the water disputes between India and Pakistan. See, in 1947, when India was partitioned and Pakistan came into existence, there were 25 canals in Punjab province of Pakistan, and only two headworks. Headworks means the source of the canals. Only two headworks were in Pakistan. All the remaining headworks were in India. So, as a goodwill gesture towards Pakistan, India continued to supply water from these headworks which were present in the Indian side and asked Pakistan to make alternative arrangement. Clear? By 1 year, in the span of 1 year. So asked Pakistan to make alternate arrangement in the span of 1 year, and this was considered as a goodwill gesture from India towards Pakistan. So that's one thing. But in 1968, the water disputes between the two sides started on the issue of Farakka Barrage. Now, Farakka Barrage was constructed in 1968 by India, and the purpose was to prevent the Kolkata harbour from silting, because the silts were brought by the rivers and the silts were deposited in the Kolkata harbour, so it was not navigable for the large ships. So, in order to make the large ship navigable, you have to get deep sea ports. So, for the purpose of making Kolkata harbour navigable, what we did was we directed water from Farakka Barrage towards the Kolkata harbour for the purpose of navigation. But then the blame was put on India, that India is responsible for regulating the flow of river, because East Pakistan would be receiving less of river water. And not only this, initially it was a dispute between India and Pakistan, but later on became a dispute between India and Bangladesh after the separation of Bangladesh in 1971. So that's another dispute between India and Pakistan, and that pertains to water. But in the year 1960, the two sides were responsible for signing a treaty. And this treaty is called as Indus Water Treaty, which was signed with the support of whom? With the support of World Bank. And under the Indus Water Treaty, it has been said, that Pakistan would be responsible for utilizing the water of west flowing rivers. And west flowing rivers includes what? West flowing rivers include Indus, Chenab, and Jhelum. On the other hand, India would be responsible for utilizing the water of east flowing river, which includes Satluj, Beas, and Ravi. Satluj, Beas, and Ravi. But India can utilize the water of west flowing rivers for navigational purpose. Clear? So this has been said. But India can generate electricity, but India does not have the right to establish any storage facility on the west flowing rivers. India has no right to establish. See, Subham, you have asked me a question that what's the point of this demand for independent existence when it's the fact that Pakistan was born from India? And my another curiosity is our history book. We read about the ancient, medieval, and Indian, which includes Pakistan also. What they read in their history, and there is no history of Pakistan as it was history of India. Good question. See, how would you feel if anyone points fingers at you that you were carved out of this nation? Because each nation would be having its self-respect. Pointing fingers at Pakistan that it was born out of India, it is a part of India, and a mistake was made in the history. So this proved to be going against the separate existence of Pakistan. 1947 is way back. We have to realize that Pakistan is an independent state. And Indians were not ready to realize this fact. Indians continued to say that it was born out of India, it's a part of India, we are the real father of Pakistan. All these kind of statements made in India. Now, this certainly would be unacceptable in Pakistan. At least recognize when it has been formed. Maybe it has been formed on a wrong theory of two-nation theory. But at least recognize the separate existence of Pakistan. What's wrong in that? It's a reality. That's the reason. And second, if you read the history of Pakistan, 1965 war is a victory for Pakistan. 1971 war is a victory for Pakistan. 1947 also victory. So in their history books, all the wars that they have fought with India, all those wars are victory for Pakistan. It was in 1971 that when Bangladesh was formed, then the people of Pakistan came to realize that who was victorious. Otherwise, the history of Pakistan continued to befool its people on wrong facts, that they emerged victorious in any wars that they fought with India. Clear? Now see, this is Indus Water Treaty. Now, there are many water disputes between India and Pakistan, and one such dispute between India and Pakistan is the Bagli Har hydroelectric project. Now, Bagli Har hydroelectric project is a run of the river project. Run of the river project means that we are not stopping the water of this river. It's a run of the river. We are developing what? Suppose this is the free flowing water of river Chenab. So in India, and this is supposed to go to Pakistan, it would be utilized by the people of Pakistan. So what we have developed on this river, we have developed splitted gateways. And these splitted gateways is responsible for running the turbine through which hydroelectricity would be generated. So this is called as what? We are not responsible for. We are just having an enclosure in this area, which is called as the poundage. So splitted gateways would be established. So Bagli Har project is nothing but run of the river project on the Chenab river, established by India with a capacity of 450 megawatt, with a capacity of 450 megawatt. And this was conceived in the year 1992. It was approved in the year 1996. Work began on it in 1999. Clear? Work began on it in 1999. So this is Bagli Har project. But Pakistan was responsible for raising objections. 6 objections were raised by Pakistan on this project, and it was considered as a violation of Indus Water Treaty. It was considered as a violation of Indus Water Treaty. Clear? Violation of Indus Water Treaty. Now, as far as Pakistan is concerned, considered as a violation of Indus Water Treaty. Now, Pakistan raised the objection and took this matter to the World Bank. And in the year 2005, the World Bank was responsible for appointing an adjudicator for this purpose, who was a Swiss civil engineer. His name was Raymond Laffitte. The judgment came out in the year 2007, and he accepted some objections raised by Pakistan. For example, the poundage capacity, the enclosure capacity, that was to be reduced by 13.5% by India. And then also the height of the dam should be reduced by 1.5 meter. So the height of the dam should be reduced by 1.5 meter. And then India was given the go ahead to establish spirited gateways, which is allowed in Indus Water Treaty. So it's not a violation of Indus Water Treaty as such. Clear? So this is called as Bagli Har project. So the Bagli Har project was dedicated to the nation in the year 2008. Right now, water disputes between, and this is one water dispute only. We have many water disputes. Water disputes between India and Pakistan. Water disputes. One we have covered up, trust deficit between India and Pakistan. Now the water disputes between India and Pakistan. When Pakistan came into existence, there were 25 canals in Punjab province. There were 25 canals in Punjab province. And only the headworks means the source, and only the headworks of two canals were in West Punjab. That is, West Punjab means Pakistan. West Punjab. The remaining headworks were in East Punjab, that is India. The remaining headworks were in East Punjab, India. Clear? And as a goodwill gesture towards Pakistan, India continued to supply water from these headworks and asked Pakistan to make alternate arrangement within 1 year. Right down, as a goodwill gesture. So not only India gave money to Pakistan, but also water. As a goodwill gesture to Pakistan, India continued to supply. As a goodwill gesture to Pakistan, India continued to supply water from these headworks, and asked Pakistan to make alternate arrangement. Within 1 year. And asked Pakistan to make alternate arrangement within 1 year. And asked Pakistan to make alternate arrangement within 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. Clear? Fine. Now this was. Now second thing what happened, in 1968, India was responsible for establishment of Farakka Barrage. But before that, let's deal with Indus Water Treaty. Right on. In 1960, the Indus Water Treaty was signed. The Indus Water Treaty was signed. With the help of World Bank. Under which the water of west flowing rivers, and what is the west flowing rivers? Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. The water of, here I write, there is a logo of KG, you have reminded me in last class. Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. The water of west flowing rivers, Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. In code word you can remember, ICJ, International Court of Justice, was to be utilized by Pakistan, and the water of east flowing river, that the SBR series that you have, school book read up series that you have, and the water of east flowing river, SBR, that is Satluj, Beas and Ravi, was to be utilized by India. Satluj, Beas and Ravi was to be utilized by India. Clear? And India would have no right to establish storage facility on west flowing rivers, but can utilize the water of this river for navigation purpose, for development of electricity. Clear? Power generation. Right down. India does not have the right to establish. India does not have the right to establish. Does not have the right to establish storage facility. Storage facility. India does not have the right to establish storage facility on the west flowing rivers. On the west flowing rivers, but can utilize the water of these rivers for navigation purpose, but can utilize the water of these rivers for navigation purpose, and also for hydroelectricity generation, Clear? So this is Indus Water Treaty. And then we can see 1968, India was responsible for construction of Farakka Barrage, and India was accused by Pakistan of regulating the flow of river Ganga. Clear? The objective of India constructing Farakka Barrage was what? To divert the water to Kolkata harbour to prevent it from silting and make it navigable for ships. In 1968, India established the Farakka Barrage. In 1968, India established the Farakka Barrage. The objective was to divert water. That was on River Ganga. The objective was to divert water to Kolkata harbour. The objective was to divert water to Kolkata harbour. And prevent it from silting. The objective was to divert water to Kolkata harbour and prevent it from silting and make it navigable for ships. Make it navigable for ships. Fine. So this was done. But initially it became a dispute between India and Pakistan, but later on a dispute between India and Bangladesh. And Pakistan criticized India for regulating the flow of River Ganga. Right now, Pakistan criticized India for regulating the flow of River Ganga. Pakistan criticized India for regulating the flow of River Ganga. Clear? And then we can see that another dispute between India and Pakistan related to water is what? Not only Farakka Barrage is a dispute, but another dispute was, because now Farakka Barrage is a dispute between India and Bangladesh. So another dispute between India and Pakistan related to water is what? Is called as Bagli Har hydroelectric project. Write down Bagli Har hydroelectric project. Bagli Har hydroelectric project. Hydroelectric project. Was another water dispute between India and Pakistan. Was another water dispute between India and Pakistan. Another water dispute between India and Pakistan. This project was approved in the year 1996. This project was approved in the year 1996. And work started in the year 1999. And work started in the year 1999. Work started in the year 1999. Clear? This project was approved in the year 1996 and work started in the year 1999. And as far as Bagli Har project is concerned, we can see that this is a run of the river project on the Chenab river in the South Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. Write down, this is a run of the river project. This is a run of the river project. That means it does not stop the water. Run of the river project. Of the river project on the Chenab river. On the Chenab river. A river in South Doda district. In South Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. In South Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. South Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? So this is a run of the river project. Now Pakistan raised in the year 2005. Pakistan raised 6 objections against this project. Right on. In the year 2005. In the year 2005, Pakistan raised 6 objections against this project. Pakistan raised 6 objections against this project. 6 objections against this project. And we can see that the matter was taken by Pakistan to the World Bank. Right on. And the matter was taken by Pakistan. And the matter was taken by Pakistan to the World Bank. And the matter was taken by Pakistan to the World Bank. Pakistan to the World Bank. Matter was taken by Pakistan to the World Bank. Fine. To the World Bank. And the World Bank appointed an adjudicator for this purpose, and the judgment came out in the year 2007. Right on. The World Bank appointed an adjudicator for this purpose. His name was Mr. Raymond Lafferty. An adjudicator for this purpose. And the judgment was given in the year 2007. And the judgment was given in the year 2007. Judgment was given in the year 2007. So some objections of Pakistan were accepted. And India was asked to lower down the poundage capacity by 13.5% and the height of the dam by 1.5 meters. Right down. Some objections of Pakistan was accepted. Some objections raised by Pakistan was accepted. Some objections raised by Pakistan was accepted. And India was asked, the judgment came out in 2007, and India was asked to reduce, and India was asked to reduce the poundage capacity. Poundage capacity meaning is enclosure capacity. The poundage capacity of this project, the poundage capacity of this project by 13.5%, by 13.5%, and the height of the dam, and the height of the dam, height of the dam by 1.5 meter, and the height of the dam by 1.5 meter, dam by 1.5 meter. Clear? But India was allowed to construct splitted gateways for this project. Right on. But India was allowed to construct. Splitted gateways. India was allowed to construct splitted gateways. Splitted gateways for this project. But India was allowed to construct splitted gateways for this project. For this project. Is that clear? Fine. So this project of 450 megawatt was dedicated to the nation in the year 2008. Right on. This project of 450 megawatt, this project of 450 megawatt, 450 megawatt was dedicated to the nation. 450 megawatt was dedicated to the nation. Dedicated to the nation. Dedicated to the nation in the year 2008. Dedicated to the nation in the year 2008. Dedicated to the nation in the year 2008. Is that clear? 8. So this is Baghdihar project. But another dispute between India and Pakistan, the dispute is not ending. So let's cover up all the water disputes. So another dispute between India and Pakistan is the Kishan Ganga project. And Kishan Ganga project is what? Kishan Ganga is a tributary of Jhelum. So in India it is called as Kishan Ganga. In POK, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, it is called as Neelam River. It's called as Neelam River. And this river enters Pakistan from the Indian side in the Gurez sector and goes and joins Jhelum River to the north of Muzaffarabad. Clear? Sure. And India is constructing a project on this river, Kishan Ganga project, which is of 300 megawatt. Pakistan has raised the objection that this is also a violation of Indus Water Treaty. So that's called as Kishan Ganga project. The second project is called as what? It is called as Tulbul project. Now what India is doing? India has diverted the water of Jhelum River. There's a village in Jammu and Kashmir which is called as Tulbul village. And India has constructed a storage facility utilizing the water of Jhelum River in Tulbul village, from where water is diverted to the Wular Lake for navigation purpose. India says that they are not violating the Indus Water Treaty because this is nothing but used for navigational purpose. But Pakistan says that India is responsible for constructing a storage facility on the water of the Jhelum River. So it's a violation of Indus Water Treaty. Clear? It's a violation of Indus Water Treaty. So that is the dispute related to Tulbul project. But the dispute does not end here. There are other disputes also. For example, there's a dispute which is called as Pakul Dal. There's a dispute which is called as Lower Kanhai. There's a dispute which is called as Ratle project. So let's see all these disputes one by one. Cover up all these disputes today. And try to cover up Kashmir issue also, because these are the major differences between India and Pakistan. Clear? Write down. Kishan Ganga project. We have now studied Baglihar. Now come to Kishan Ganga project. Kishan Ganga project. Is another dispute between India and Pakistan. Kishan Ganga project is another dispute between India and Pakistan. Another dispute between India and Pakistan. The Kishan Ganga is a tributary of Jhelum. Kishan Ganga is a tributary of Jhelum. On the Indian side, it is called Kishan Ganga. On the Indian side, it is called as Kishan Ganga. In POK, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, in POK, it is called Neelam River. In POK, it is called Neelam River. POK, it is called Neelam River. Neelam River. Fine. And we can see the allegation is what? Neelam River. And the allegation is what? The allegation is against India, that India is responsible for violating the Indus Water Treaty. Right on, this river enters POK. This river enters POK from the Indian side. From the Indian side, in the Gurez sector. In the Gurez sector. And joins river Jhelum near Muzaffarabad. And joins river Jhelum near Muzaffarabad. River Jhelum near Muzaffarabad. Clear? River Jhelum near Muzaffarabad. Fine. So this is, and India is constructing. Muzaffarabad is the capital of POK. Capital of POK, that is, according to them, it is called as Azad Kashmir. We say Pakistan occupied Kashmir. According to them, the Indian part of Jammu and Kashmir is IOK, Indian occupied Kashmir. We say Pakistan occupied Kashmir. They say IOK, Indian occupied Kashmir. Clear? This is how the relationship is between India and Pakistan. So it goes and joins the Jhelum River to the north of Muzaffarabad. Now India is doing what? India is constructing a hydroelectric project on Kishan Ganga with a capacity of 300 megawatt, which Pakistan considers as a violation of Indus Water Treaty. Right down. India is constructing a hydroelectricity project. India is constructing a hydroelectric project on Kishan Ganga River, a hydroelectric project on Kishan Ganga River with a capacity of 300 megawatt, with a capacity of 300 megawatt. 300 megawatt. And this has been objected by Pakistan as a violation of Indus Water Treaty. Right on. It has been objected by Pakistan. It has been objected by Pakistan. Objected by Pakistan as violation of Indus Water Treaty. It has been objected by Pakistan as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Violation of Indus Water Treaty. Indus Water Treaty. Clear? Indus Water Treaty. This you have to know. Now next concern, next dispute between India and Pakistan is Tulbul project. Tulbul project is another dispute between India and Pakistan. So in the Tulbul is a village in Jammu and Kashmir where India is responsible for constructing a storage facility utilizing the water of Jhelum River. Right on. Another dispute between India and Pakistan, another water dispute between India and Pakistan, another water dispute between India and Pakistan is the Tulbul project. Is the Tulbul project. Tulbul project. And what is this project? What is Tulbul? So Tulbul is what? Tulbul is a village in Jammu and Kashmir. Write down. Tulbul is a village in Jammu and Kashmir. Tulbul is a village in Jammu and Kashmir. Village in Jammu and Kashmir, where India is responsible for, where India has established, where India has established a storage facility, where India has established a storage facility, India has established a storage facility, utilizing the water of river Jhelum, utilizing the water of river Jhelum, utilizing the water of river Jhelum, and diverting that water to Wular Lake, and diverting that water to Wular Lake, diverting that water to Wular Lake. Wular Lake is also in Jammu and Kashmir. Diverting that water to Wular Lake for the purpose of navigation, for the purpose of navigation. So we say we are right because we are diverting this water for purpose of navigation. Pakistan says that Pakistan is right because storage facility should not be created with the using the water of Jhelum river. Clear? So Pakistan considers Tulbul project as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Right on. Pakistan considers this project as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Pakistan considers this project as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Violation of Indus Water Treaty. Pakistan considers this project as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Indus Water Treaty. Fine. Now see, there are many other differences between India and Pakistan. And one such water dispute is called as what? It is called as Sar Creek region dispute. Referred to as what? It's referred to as the Sar Creek region dispute. Now what is Sar Creek region? Let's see. You can see that this is the map of Gujarat, a rough map of Gujarat, where this is the Gulf of Kutch and this is the Gulf of Khambat. Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat. This region is called as Sar Creek region. This region is referred to as Sar Creek region. So it's a narrow strip of water, 96 kilometer. Narrow strip of water. It includes within it a swampy area which is 100 to 150 square kilometer, which is submerged for 6 months of the year. So it is site for flamingos. Clear? Now this region can be called as a tidal estuary. This strip of water drains in the Arabian Sea. This is a part of Indus Delta also. Part of Indus Delta. And Pakistan says that Sar Creek region belongs to Pakistan. Now Pakistan is responsible for citing an agreement also. This agreement was the para 9 and 10 of this agreement dates back to the year 1918, which was signed between the Rao Maharaj of Kutch and also the government of Sindh, according to which this part is a part of Pakistan. This region is a part of Pakistan. We reject this contention. We say no, this is a part of India. And India cites what? India cites the British government dossier, the pre-partition gazetteer, which is responsible for showing it as a part of India. Responsible for showing it as a part of India. So this is considered to be a part of India. Why is this dispute? What is the significance of Sar Creek region? Sar Creek region is said to be a oil and gas reserve. Sar Creek region is a big fishing ground also. That's why both sides want Sar Creek region for to be its part. And the war of 1965 was mainly fought for Sar Creek region only. Clear? Right down in water disputes, another dispute is what? Sar Creek region dispute. Sar Creek region dispute. You can take the map also, take a screenshot of the map. Here is Sar Creek region. Sar Creek region dispute. Sar Creek region is a narrow strip of water. Sar Creek region is a narrow strip of water. Narrow strip of water. 96 kilometer in length. 96 kilometer in length, which drains in the Arabian Sea. Which drains in the Arabian Sea. Which drains in the Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea. Clear? And it is a part of what? It is a part of Indus Delta. Write down. It is a part of Indus Delta. It is a part of Indus Delta. Part of Indus Delta. And can also be called as a tidal estuary. And can also be called as a tidal estuary. Also be called as a tidal estuary. Tidal estuary. Now, along with this 96 kilometers of water strip, we can see 100 to 150 square kilometer of swampy area is present also, which is submerged for 6 months of the year. Right down. Along with this narrow strip of water, 100 to 150 square kilometer, 100 to 150 square kilometer of marshy area is present. Which is submerged in water for 6 months of the year. Which is submerged in water for 6 months of the year. Submerged in water for 6 months of the year. 6 months of the year. Submerged in water for 6 months of the year. Clear? Pakistan says that this is a part of Pakistan. Right? According to Pakistan, Sar Creek region is a part of Pakistan. According to Pakistan, Sar Creek region is a part of Pakistan. And Pakistan is responsible for citing what? Pakistan is responsible for citing para 9 and 10 of the agreement reached between Rao Maharaj of Kutch and the government of Sindh in the year 1918. Right now, Pakistan cites para 9 and 10. Para 9 and 10 of the agreement reached between Rao Maharaj of Kutch, Rao Maharaj of Kutch, and Government of Sindh, and Government of Sindh, Government of Sindh. According to which this part is, according to which this region is a part of Pakistan, according to which this region is a part of Pakistan. This region is a part of Pakistan. India does not agree. India says that the pre-partition gazetteer states that this is nothing but a part of India. Right down, according to India, the pre-partition gazetteer, according to India, the pre-partition gazetteer, the pre-partition gazetteer shows this region to be a part of India. The pre-partition gazetteer shows this region to be a part of India. To be a part of India. So it's not a part of Pakistan, but in fact it is a part of what? It is a part of India. Clear? So it is a part of India. This Sir Creek region dispute. The two sides have fought war for Sir Creek region in the year 1965. I have just told you. So this is another dispute. Now the next dispute between India and Pakistan is what? Let's cover up all the water disputes. Now the next dispute between India and Pakistan is the Pakul Dal. Pakul Dal, Lower Kanhai, Kalhai, and third is Ratley project. Ratley project. Three disputes: Pakul Dal, Lower Kalhai, and Ratley project. Now Pakul Dal is a concrete filled project dam, and this is on the Marusadar river, which is a tributary of what? Which is a tributary of Chenab in the Kishtwar district of Jammu and Kashmir, which has been objected by Pakistan. And Lower Kanhai project is what? It is on the Lower Kanhai Nalla. It's a hydroelectric project, Lower Kanhai Nalla, and this is also a tributary of Chenab, but this is in the South Doda district. Sir Creek was a Britisher who was responsible for naming this region, name after this person, discovered this region. This region is very famous for flamingos. You haven't written the last line. One line, this region is significant. Why? Because it is considered to be oil and gas reserve and also a large fishing ground. Write this, because this is the significance of Sir Creek region. Write down the significance of Sir Creek region, and then we come to this. The significance of Sir Creek region, significance of Sir Creek region is that, significance of Sir Creek region is that it is considered to be, the significance of Sir Creek region is that it is considered to be a large fishing ground as well as oil and gas reserve. A large fishing ground as well as oil and gas reserve. As well as oil and gas reserve. A large fishing ground as well as oil and gas reserve. Oil and gas reserve. Is that clear? Fine. Now come to some disputes. Now Pakul Dal is what? Pakul Dal is nothing but the rock-filled project dam, and this is over the Marsudar river. Marsudar river is in the Kishtwar district. Kishtwar district in Jammu and Kashmir, and it's a tributary of what? It's a tributary of Jhelum. Tributary of Jhelum. Clear? And this is also considered to be a violation of Indus Water Treaty by Pakistan. Lower Kanhai project, This 45 megawatt project only over the Lower Kanhai Nala, which is also part of tributary of Chenab in the Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. Ratle in the Dras sector, and this project has also been constructed on the tributary of Jhelum. So this also has been objected by Pakistan. All these are 3 projects. Write down. The other disputes between India and Pakistan include, the other water disputes between India and Pakistan include, let's club them together. The other water disputes between India and Pakistan include the Pakul Dal, the Lower Kanhai, and the Ratle project. Lower Kanhai and the Ratle project. Pakul Dal project is on the Marusadar river. Pakul Dal project is on the Marusadar river, which is also a tributary of Chenab. Marusadar river, which is also a tributary of Chenab. Tributary of Chenab. In the Kishtwar district of Jammu and Kashmir. Lower Kanhai project is on the Lower Kanhai Nala, which is also a tributary of Chenab. The Ratle project is also on the tributary of Chenab river. Obviously in Jammu and Kashmir it is. And recently we can see if you write like this, that if POK is integral part of India, what initiative taken by Government of India to merge it under Indian administration? Just remember what I have said in the last class. It's not only that Pakistan is your enemy in POK. Your enemy is also China, because China has invested a lot in POK. So we would be fighting war at 2 fronts. Although we say that this, yes, definitely it is a part of India, legally it is a part of India. Let India get more stronger to face these 2 enemies, then only it can be a part of India. Now these 3 projects have been opposed by Pakistan as violation of Indus Water Treaty. Write down. These 3 projects have been opposed by Pakistan, as violation of Indus Water Treaty. And recently what happened? Recently Pakistan took the issue of Kishan Ganga and Ratle project to the Permanent Court of Arbitration. Should not have done this. Why? Because the treaty between India and Pakistan has been signed with the support of World Bank. So India demanded an amendment to the treaty, Indus Water Treaty. Now recently Pakistan took the matter of Kishan Ganga and Ratle project. Pakistan took the matter of Kishan Ganga and Ratle project. and Ratley project before before the permanent court of arbitration, before the permanent court of arbitration, and permanent court of arbitration is where it is in the Hague, Netherlands, to the permanent court of arbitration, and this was disapproved by India. Write down which was disapproved by India, which was disapproved by India, disapproved by India. And why India was responsible for disapproving this? Now, India was responsible for disapproving this because India says that an amendment to Indus Water Treaty is now required because Pakistan has taken these issues to the wrong forum, which was disapproved by India. And India demanded an amendment to the Indus Water Treaty. And India demanded an amendment to the Indus Water Treaty. Amendment to the Indus Water Treaty. So all these are water disputes between India and Pakistan. All these would be considered as water disputes between India and Pakistan. Just one second. The next issue that we would be discussing between India and Pakistan is the Kashmir problem. So let's start with the Kashmir problem and discuss why this problem exists between India and Pakistan. And associated with Kashmir issue are two other problems also. One problem is what? One problem is Siachen Glacier issue. Siachen Glacier issue. And the second problem is what? See, Kashmir dispute between India and Pakistan. Pakistan says that this is the core issue that we have with India. Core issue that we have with India. And let's see what is this issue all about. This is the map of Jammu and Kashmir. Fine. This part is not with us. POK. This is also not with us. That is Aksai Chin that you have studied. And see, now your question is, if POK is illegal, then why West Bengal WB interfere upon this issue? POK is illegally occupied by Pakistan, then there is no matter of violation of Indus Water Treaty. Yes, you are true. See, the matter was, let's first of all discuss the Kashmir issue and then we'll solve these questions also. Dear sir, it's true that Indian Muslims are in danger. Pak also making claim of that. Jammu and Kashmir is also developing slowly. Muslim friends people are reaching upon university level, higher studies, jobs, research, works, women empowerment, etc. They also get respect and recognition. On the other hand, those who are associated with anti-Muslim activities, anti-India activities like terrorism, violence, etc., they must get punished as per law. See, it's not that Indian Muslims are in danger. The Muslim community, as far as India is concerned, that's an integral part of India. We cannot be responsible for ethnic cleansing. Muslims are integral part. They have decided to make India their homeland in 1947. Otherwise, they had the option to go to Pakistan. When you talk about terrorist activity, when you talk about many occurrences in the Indian society, it may be due to some fringe elements in one community. In the Muslim community, it can be in the Hindu community also, it can be in the Christian community also. But it's wrong to blame the entire community for that purpose. First thing. And our secular credentials are very stronger. Secular credentials are very stronger. We have a very sound foundation as a nation when compared with Pakistan. And you can see that what has happened. More than 70 years have passed after independence. We were correct in following a secular democracy, but on the other hand, we can see Pakistan was nothing but a theocratic state. We had a secular setup that has been successful in India. So one can say that there is a threat, But there should not be any threat to the Muslim community in India, because this is only, whatever we see is the role played by fringe elements in one community. It can be Hindus also, in Hindu community also, it can be in the Christian community also. To blame the entire community is not good, first thing. Second thing is that if we consider POK as illegal, then why World Bank interfered? Certainly. But there is a reality also. And reality is that a part of Jammu and Kashmir is under the control of Pakistan. You cannot snatch away it from Pakistan, because there would be reaction from not only Pakistan, but also it can lead to a full-fledged war between India and Pakistan. Neither Pakistan can afford a war, nor we can afford a war at this stage. And neither India can afford a war in which there would be two enemies, India and Pakistan and China. So that deters us from snatching away POK from Pakistan. And what will the world say? That after 70 years India has taken this step. So would it be good for India's reputation right now? If it would have to be snatched away, it would have been snatched away in 1947 itself. Clear? Now see, this is Jammu and Kashmir, and you know these parts are not with India. So Jammu and Kashmir was an independent state. It was ruled by Maharaja Hari Singh and his Prime Minister Ramchandra Kak. Now, how it started? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Pakistani leader, he and his subordinates tried to convince Pakistan, the leader of Jammu and Kashmir, the Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir, Hari Singh, and his Prime Minister, Mr. Ramchandra Kak, for submitting the destiny of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. This was the word, this was a sentence made by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, that you should submit the destiny of people of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. For this, pressure was also mounted. First of all, request was made, which was rejected by Maharaja Hari Singh. Then pressure was mounted on Maharaja Hari Singh, that also he was not able to resent. And then what happened was that Pakistan started. It's not that we have started Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir was never a part of India. We never wanted Jammu and Kashmir also. Clear? It was never a part of India. This is a reality. So, Pakistan started this problem, and what happened? Pakistan started economic blockade of Jammu and Kashmir from the Punjab province. Foodstuffs, etc. Economic blockade took place to mount a pressure on Raja Hari Singh. And then we can see Raja Hari Singh signing a standstill agreement with India also, with Pakistan also. And breaching this standstill agreement, Pakistan was responsible for sending Kabila warriors to Jammu and Kashmir for the purpose of capturing it. When even after the economic blockade, Maharaja Hari Singh and his Prime Minister Ramchandra Kak did not agree to submit the destiny of the people of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. Clear? So they sent Kabila warriors. Kabila warriors were nothing but Pakistani soldiers dressed in the form of Kabila warriors for capturing Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? And that happened also, because they started to capture Jammu and Kashmir. And if you read a book which has been written by a Pakistani writer, his name is Mr. Akbar, and this book is banned in Pakistan because this book is responsible for criticizing Pakistan. The book is titled called Murder of History. Murder of History. And he accuses the Kabila warriors of committing atrocities on the people of Jammu and Kashmir, raping, taking the women community away to Pakistan. So the first atrocide on the people of Jammu and Kashmir was conducted by the Kabila warriors. Kamila warriors, and they were nothing but Pakistani soldiers only. So that was conducted by them. So that started from there. Then Maharaja Hari Singh realized that India should there should be an agreement signed between Jammu and Kashmir and India, and this resulted in the instrument of accession, which was signed on October 27, 1947, and Jammu and Kashmir became a part of India. But by that time, when Indian troops went to Jammu and Kashmir, one part of the territory which you see as POK was already captured by the Pakistani troops, and the part which was remaining was with India. So India took the matter of Jammu and Kashmir to the UN. Sometimes it is said that Pandit Nehru has been criticized for taking this matter to the UN. But the reality is that if Pandit Nehru had not taken this matter to the UN, this would have been done by Pakistan also, and the same result would happen there. So in 1948, we can see UN resolution on Kashmir was passed. Sir, many historical sites like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan, but they are not much promoting it. It can be utilized as education tourism in Balochistan region full of ore, but they are not utilized it. It can be developed. It can develop Pakistan's economic crisis. Why they are not utilizing is because they do not have the technology to utilize it. They are not able to find the reserves in Balochistan, and they are not so much developed that they would be utilizing the educational tourism, etc., and allow the people of India to visit more and more to Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. You can go to Pakistan. But promotion of this kind of tourism is not done by people of Pakistan, because they say that everything is fine, culture, commerce, etc., is fine. But first of all, let us settle the core issue, and the core issue is that of Kashmir. So you can see instrument of accession was signed on October 27, 1947, and Jammu and Kashmir became an integral part of India. Legally, it is an integral part of India according to the instrument of accession. The matter was taken by Pandit Nehru to the UN, and often he has been criticized, but he should not be criticized, because if Pandit Nehru had not taken this matter to UN, this matter would have been taken to UN by Pakistan, and the same result would have been there. So the UN resolution of 1948, which was declared, it called for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. It is based on Nongton plan. So it calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. See, there's a difference between plebiscite and referendum. Referendum means that if any law or constitutional amendment is passed by the legislature, it can be subjected to the people's vote. This process is called as a referendum. But when we talk about plebiscite, any question of political importance, if it is directly subjected to the elected voters of that region, clear, to that region, then it is called as what? It is called as plebiscite. That is called as plebiscite. So right to self-determination is nothing but a type of plebiscite. In 1948, the UN resolution demands that a plebiscite should be conducted in Jammu and Kashmir, and this is based on the Nongton plan. And for this purpose, Pakistan and India would have to withdraw their troops. So 100% withdrawal of troops should take place by Pakistan. This is said by the UN resolution. And India, since instrument of accession is with India, so India would be responsible for withdrawing 50% of its troops. India would be responsible for withdrawing 50% of its troops. Clear? And then plebiscite should be conducted. Pakistan demands plebiscite to be conducted in Jammu and Kashmir. India says no. Plebiscite can only be conducted if Pakistan withdraws the troops. So let the first condition of UN resolution be met. Pakistan says no, it won't be withdrawing the troops, because if it withdraws, Pakistan fears that India would be responsible for annexing POK. India would be responsible for annexing POK. Clear? And that's not only Nongtan plan. Nongtan plan is the plan on which UN resolution of 1948 is based. Clear? There are also, before that, after that also in 1952, there was Graham's report on Kashmir. And the Graham's report on Kashmir was tabled before the UNSC, that is United Nations Security Council. Graham's report on Kashmir was tabled before the UNSC. And this report was for the deployment of UN troops in Kashmir. But this report was vetoed by Russia in favor of India. And since then till now, any resolution, any report which is directed against India is vetoed by Russia. Any resolution which is directed against India is vetoed by Russia. And that is in favor of India. So this is a policy pursued by Russia as such. So that's Nongtan plan. Now Pakistan demands plebiscite to be conducted in Jammu and Kashmir, and they say that the people of Kashmir are culturally, religiously associated with the people of Pakistan. They are culturally, religiously associated with the rest of India also. Clear? With the rest of India also. But India's stand is based on certain perspective. Pakistan says that the instrument of accession has not been backed by public opinion. Very good, because it knows that 80% of population, more than 80% of population in Jammu and Kashmir is that of Muslims. Clear? So it says that it has not been backed by public opinion. But the answer to this is what? The answer to this is that the instrument of accession was approved by the State Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir in the year 1950 itself. So there is no question of public opinion being denied. Second thing is what? That India rejects conducting plebiscite. Why? Because if India allows conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, there would be demand from other parts of India also, and this can lead to the fragmentation of federation. And there's no question of conducting plebiscite also, because in India we can see because in Indian part of Jammu and Kashmir, successful elections have been conducted in which the voting percentage is very high, and successfully they have been conducted. Clear? And right to self-determination cannot be applied in case of Jammu and Kashmir, as the government of India has done nothing which goes in against the culture, tradition, religion of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So right to self-determination cannot be allowed here. And then we can see that as far as the other things are concerned, the other justification of India's stand is concerned, other justification is that there is not only two parties to Jammu and Kashmir problem. There is a third party which is a mute spectator, and that is what? That is China. So on the basis of all these points, you can write the answer. Write down Kashmir. According to Pakistan, this is the core issue between the two sides. According to Pakistan, this is the core issue between the two sides. According to Pakistan, this is the core issue between two sides. In 1947, it was an independent state. In 1947, it was an independent state. and the leader of Pakistan, Mr. Jinnah, and the leader of Pakistan, Mr. Jinnah, Mr. Jinnah, tried to persuade Mr. Jinnah tried to persuade Maharaja Hari Singh, to summit the destiny of people of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. To summit the destiny of people of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. Destiny of people of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan. Which was rejected by Maharaja Hari Singh. Which was rejected by Maharaja Hari Singh. Maharaja Hari Singh. And a standstill agreement. Was signed between Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan. And the standstill agreement was signed between Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan. Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan. And also between Jammu and Kashmir and India. And also between Jammu and Kashmir and India. Jammu and Kashmir and India. But Pakistan started economic blockade of Jammu and Kashmir from the Punjab province. Right on. Pakistan started economic blockade of Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan started economic blockade on Jammu and Kashmir. Economic blockade on Jammu and Kashmir from the Punjab province. Economic blockade Jammu and Kashmir from the Punjab province. Punjab province. Economic blockade of Jammu and Kashmir from the Punjab province. And when Maharaja Hari Singh again did not accept Kabila warriors were sent by Pakistan to capture Jammu and Kashmir. Kabila warriors were sent by Pakistan to capture Jammu and Kashmir. Sent by Pakistan to capture Jammu and Kashmir. And it is at this point of time, that Maharaja Hari Singh enters into an agreement with India. Right on. It is at this point of time. That Maharaja Hari Singh. It is at this point of time that Maharaja Hari Singh signed instrument of accession. With India on October 27, 1947. On October 27, 1947. Now this instrument of accession is nothing but what? It's a legal document. Write down. This is a legal document. By virtue of which Jammu and Kashmir became part of India. By virtue of which Jammu and Kashmir became part of India. And as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, the matter of Jammu and Kashmir was taken, but by this time, Pakistan troops, the Kabila warriors, had captured a vast part of this territory. Right on, by this time, the Kabila warriors had captured. By this time, the Kabila warriors had captured a big territory of Jammu and Kashmir. That's now POK. A big territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Big territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan. Now the matter was taken by Pandit Nehru to the UN, and the UN resolution of 1948 calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, which is based on what? Which is based on long-term plan. Right on. The matter was taken by Pandit Nehru. The matter was taken by Pandit Nehru to the UN. Matter was taken by Pandit Nehru to the UN. And the UN resolution of 1948. And the UN resolution of 1948. Resolution of 1948 calls for conducting plebiscite. Calls for conducting plebiscite. Conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. Calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, which is based on Nongton plan. Which is based on Nongton plan. The name of this plan is Nongton plan. And for this purpose, the troops of both India and Pakistan would have to withdraw. Right down. For this purpose, the troops of both India and Pakistan, would have to withdraw. So Pakistan would be withdrawing 100% of its troops, but India would be maintaining 50% of its troops, and a plebiscite would be conducted. Right on. Pakistan would withdraw 100% of its troops. Pakistan would withdraw 100% of its troops, and India would maintain 50% of its troops for conducting plebiscite. And India would maintain 50% of its troops for conducting plebiscite. 50% of its troops for conducting plebiscite. Clear? So Pakistan calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, but India says that the first condition should be met, and that is withdrawal of troops should take place by Pakistan. Right on. Pakistan calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan calls for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. But India wants the first condition to be met. India wants the first condition to be met. And what is the first condition? Withdrawal of troops by Pakistan. But India wants the first condition to be met. Is that clear? Pakistan would never accept that. And in 1952, we can see that Graham's report on Kashmir was put before the UNSC, and that was vetoed by Russia. So any resolution which is directed against India on Jammu and Kashmir has been vetoed by Russia. Around in 1952, Graham's report. See how many reports are there. In 1952, Graham's report. on Kashmir was tabled before? Graham's report on Kashmir was tabled before the UNSC. UNSC. And what is this report? This called for deployment of UN troops in Kashmir. Write down which called for deployment of UN troops in Kashmir. Which called for deployment of UN troops in Kashmir. Called for deployment of UN troops in Kashmir. But this was vetoed by Russia. And since then, Russia has vetoed any resolution which is directed against India on the issue of Kashmir. Write down. It was vetoed by Russia. It was vetoed by Russia. Vetoed by Russia. And since then, Russia has vetoed any resolution. Russia has vetoed any resolution on Kashmir. Russia has vetoed any resolution on Kashmir directed against India. Any resolution on Kashmir directed against India. Is that clear? Directed against India. That's Graham report. Now another report is there. Now another report is what? Another report on Kashmir is what? Another report on Kashmir is the Nicholson report. Nicholson report. Nicholson report was tabled before the European Parliament in the year 2006. And this rejects conducting plebiscite. This goes in favor of India. So this rejects conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. Write down the Nicholson report. The Nicholson report. And all those reports which is in favor of India should be remembered by us. The Nicholson report was tabled in the European Parliament. Was tabled in European Parliament. In 2006, the Nicholson report was tabled in the European Parliament in 2006, which rejects conducting plebiscite. In Kashmir. Which rejects conducting plebiscite in Kashmir. Clear? In Kashmir. And as far as the Kashmir issue is concerned, Pakistan demands for conducting plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir and says that the people of Kashmir are culturally, religiously very closer to us. But India's stand on Kashmir is based on many perspectives. The first is the instrument of accession has been approved by the State Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. India's stand on Kashmir. India's stand on Kashmir is based on the following consideration. India's stand on Kashmir is based on the following consideration. See, the father of Farooq Abdullah, Dr. Farooq Abdullah, Sheikh Abdullah, now ensured that the instrument of accession is approved by the State Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? Based on the following consideration. So you can see 1950, the instrument of accession was approved by the State Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. Write down in 1950, that's the first point. In 1950, the instrument of accession, in 1950, the instrument of accession was approved. The instrument of accession was approved, passed or approved by the state legislature of Jammu and Kashmir. The instrument of accession was approved by the state legislature of Jammu and Kashmir. Now that's one point in favor of India. The second is that right to self-determination. Plebiscite is nothing but right to self-determination. Now, right to self-determination cannot be given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, as the government of India has done nothing which goes under or which goes against their language, their custom, or their religious belief. Right on. Right to self-determination. Right to self-determination. Nothing but plebiscite it is. Right to self-determination cannot be given for the people of Kashmir. Cannot be given for the people of Kashmir, as the government of India has done nothing which goes against. As the government of India has done nothing which goes against. The culture, the custom tradition, religious belief, so as to impair their moral values, So there's no justification. You can justify right to self-determination in case of Xinjiang province of China, but you cannot justify right of self-determination in case of Jammu and Kashmir. That's very clear. Clear, because government of India is not responsible for disallowing the people of Jammu and Kashmir to pray, to follow their religion, to follow their language, to follow their culture. No, this is not done by government of India. Government of India can never do so. Clear. We are of a different mindset. We cannot do so. And third is what? That a number of successful elections have been conducted in Jammu and Kashmir. So there's no question of conducting plebiscite. Right on. There is no question of conducting plebiscite. As a number of successful elections have been conducted in Jammu and Kashmir. Is that clear? Have been conducted in Jammu and Kashmir. Fine. And if we conduct plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, there would be demand from other parts of India also, which can lead to fragmentation of Indian Federation. Right on. If we allow plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir, there would be demands from other regions of India. Which can lead to fragmentation of Indian Federation. And not only this, there is a third party to Jammu and Kashmir, and that is China, which is a mute spectator in the Kashmir issue. Write down. There is a third party to Jammu and Kashmir. China, which is a mute spectator. On this dispute, which is a mute spectator on this dispute. Mute spectator on this dispute. On this dispute. Is that clear? Fine. And if we compare development in Jammu and Kashmir with that in POK, we can see cultural invasion of POK has taken place by Pakistan, and development is far less when compared to Jammu and Kashmir. If we compare the development process in Jammu and Kashmir, with POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Development process in Jammu and Kashmir with POK, development in the Indian side, development in Jammu and Kashmir, why should we say Indian side? It's a part of India. Development in Jammu and Kashmir is far more when compared to POK. See, there are more than 2 or 3 universities in Jammu and Kashmir. Not a single university in POK. More than 2 airports in Jammu and Kashmir. Not a single airport in POK. There's a difference. Because that part is under the control of Pakistan. So it has to suffer. It has to suffer anyhow. Fine. So all these points can be written in favor of India. But associated with Jammu and Kashmir is another problem. And that problem is what? That problem is called as Siachen issue. And remember that in the year 2019, India was responsible for bifurcating the state of Jammu and Kashmir into Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. And also, now this is called a Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act. And also removing abrogation of Article 370 and also Article 35A, mainly for what? Mainly for development. Under Article 370 or 35A, any law which is passed by the center, if it has to be implemented in Jammu and Kashmir, it should be approved by the State Legislative Assembly. That has been abrogated. 35A is that no outsider can purchase property in Jammu and Kashmir. And if a girl, Jammu and Kashmir marries, if a girl of Jammu and Kashmir marries an outsider, she would have to relinquish her property. But the abrogation was mainly for development purpose. Right down in the year 2019, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill was passed. In the year 2019, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill was passed, in accordance with which the state of Jammu and Kashmir was divided into, two union territories. And Article 370 as well as 35A were abrogated. Clear, removed. So all this related to Jammu and Kashmir. But associated with Jammu and Kashmir are 2 other disputes. One dispute is called as what? It's called as Siachen issue. See, here is Siachen. This part is Siachen. This point here, this point is called as NG 9842. 9842. See, if you talk about the Simla Agreement of 1971, the Simla Agreement of 1971 says that it's responsible for speaking about the LOC, it says that the LOC exists till it has been clearly demarcated under the Simla Agreement, LOC, it has been clearly demarcated under the Simla Agreement, and the Simla Agreement says that the LOC exists till the point NJ 9842. And after this, the agreement says, Simla Agreement says that it moves northward. Now, if it moves northward, then Siachen Glacier is a part of India. But Pakistan says no, it moves eastward. Clear? So that's Pakistan's contention is that it's a part of Pakistan. Siachen Glacier is a part of Pakistan. There's a strategic importance of this region. That if Sarda Valley issue, see, Sarda Valley issue is not in context of in POK, in Pakistani domiciled people take permanent residence in Gilgit-Baltistan and POK. If India takes back POK, India could accept these people. Let me come to the Sarda Valley issue first of all. And the question that you have asked, that in POK, in Pakistani domiciled people take permanent residence in Gilgit-Baltistan and POK, if India takes back POK, India could accept these people. Yes, India would have, no, if Pakistani people, domiciled people take permanent residence in Gilgit-Baltistan, they would have to be expunged, removed. Only the original inhabitants of that area would be acceptable to India. And that's a hypothetical question. When we annex it, suppose we capture it, then we would be thinking about it. For that, we have to become more powerful. See, now it says that the LOC extends northward. Now, if according to Simla Agreement, this LOC extends northward, then Siachen Glacier is a part of India. And if it extends eastward, then Siachen Glacier is a part of Pakistan. Siachen Glacier is a part of Pakistan. Clear? Now, initially, Siachen Glacier, before 1984, Siachen Glacier was under the control of Pakistan. When in 1984, India was responsible for snatching away Siachen Glacier from Pakistan, and India established its troops on Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is of strategic importance for India. And why strategic importance for India? Because from here, India can overlook the Karakoram highway. But some experts say that this is far away from the Karakoram highway. From this area, we can overlook the Karakoram highway. And this acts as a buffer between not only Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan, but also Jammu and Kashmir and China. So this is nothing but a 4,000 square kilometer territory of land, the Siachen Glacier. Although maintaining troops in this area is very harsh, because the conditions are very harsh. Fine. Sub-zero temperature, but India continues. In 1987, Pakistan was responsible for launching battalion site attack to regain the Siachen Glacier, but it was not successful. But Pakistan was not successful. Pakistan continuously tries to regain the Siachen Glacier, and this is a dispute between India and Pakistan. Now, if suppose we are present on the Siachen, Indian troops are present on the Siachen Glacier, the maintenance of this troop is very high. Maintenance for this troop is very high. So, we should resolve this issue. Pakistan says that Indian troops should come back from Siachen Glacier So first of all, they should vacate this Siachen glacier, and then we would be responsible for authenticating the position of Indian troops and Pakistani troops, that here is the Indian troops, here is the Pakistani troops. India says no. First authentication and then withdrawal. Then withdrawal. So this is Siachen glacier issue between India and Pakistan. Another dispute between India and Pakistan is the Gilgit-Baltistan region. So you can see Gilgit-Baltistan region is a part of POK only, and the northern side this region is situated. Now this region is inhabited by the tribes of Central Asian Republic. This region is inhabited by the tribes of Central Asian Republic, and this region demands separation from Pakistan to align with India. Gilgit-Baltistan. The concern is what? That China has invested a lot in this area. That's our concern. China has invested a lot in this area. So if we try to snatch away this area, then we would be entering into a direct conflict with not only Pakistan but also with China. Recently, India is responsible for taking a stand, and the stand is that India would be regularly telecasting the weather forecast of Gilgit-Baltistan. This is an indication that this region is nothing but a part of India. Because the people of Gilgit-Baltistan wants to join India. This region is a part of India. Clear? So all these are the issues between India and Pakistan related to Jammu and Kashmir. There are two issues more. One is Siachen Glacier and second is Gilgit-Baltistan. I think that time is very less to write these two, but at least we'll try to start one, and that is Siachen Glacier. Write 2 lines about Siachen Glacier. Lines about Siachen Glacier. Fine. Because time is only 5 minutes. We cannot write this. So okay, let's write it tomorrow. The issue about Siachen Glacier. So complete it tomorrow. And complete tomorrow. We'll complete tomorrow India-Pakistan. That will be completed within 1 hour. And then we'll start with India-Bangladesh. Now the relationship would be shorter. So meet you tomorrow. And we'll write these because time is very less. 2 or 3 minutes left. So we cannot write these.